What are the odds? The fucking minute I go live. Jesus. Esteban, I just went live on Patreon and you called me. That's very rude. Okay, where are you? What's going on? You just got in? Go to the elevator. You got it. See you in a sec. That's our boy Esteban. If you're watching this right now, you're not part of the live people because I haven't posted it on Patreon yet, so they didn't even like, unless you somehow put this link. You're watching this on VOD right now. But let me just do YouTube link in the post. YouTube link in the post. Esteban will be here in a minute as well. Jeremy's here, by the way. You'll see him and his busted ass foot in a hot second.
Limping around.
Old Hobble Jane.
That's me.
Hobbles Jane.
1 foot Jane.
Okay. Noclip at GDC Monday. That's the link. We can put that one in. I'll see myself. I'll hear myself. Perfect. I have no idea if the internet here is actually any good, so we'll see. Noclip at GDC Monday. Publish now. $10 and up. The money zone, as we call it. Cool. And let's just make sure it's playing here. It is. It looks like it's playing. And here's Esteban. It's all happening. It's all happening here. I'll turn this thing around so y'all can see now.
What's up, dude?
Hold on, you're injured.
How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you.
Oh,
what's up?
Sorry.
Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry. I didn't have a point of contact.
I thought that might happen, actually. We're live streaming, by the way. So
Hi, hello.
we'll get our name tags on.
Sensitive info.
Okay.
I'm Danny.
I'm really 25 years old.
Oh my goodness. Thing got posted. Hopefully we'll get some people in the chat to come say, hey, once it's up on Noclip. How was your flight?
Good. Left at 4:30 in the morning.
4:30.
Right. Still to get to the airport because stop by. Hey.
Oh yeah, damn sure.
It was crazy when I was getting out. Was it crazy for you?
It was
Austin
kind of
Airport?
a mess. Yeah.
Ugh. The security line was a complete
even,
nightmare.
The TSA pre-check line was like a madhouse.
Got a lot of damn.
That's right. There was a shooting a block away from the event last night.
Was there?
Yeah.
I heard
Where?
About that, yeah.
Right on 6th Street, like literally. A block
Really?
away. Yeah.
Like just north of where you
Where we
were?
were, yeah.
It's at that church. What was there? Was there a fatality?
No, it was just one injury.
Just somebody got shot.
Someone's got shot. It's not serious.
It's Texas, man.
Yeah.
Like that's if there's someone doesn't get shot.
But
that's
apparently
wrong.
there was multiple shootings.
Really?
There were 3.
Yeah.
That's set by this year?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I'm glad none of us got shot.
We had a
I'm also
guy-
glad you didn't get shot, Jeremy.
I'm injured.
Yeah. They had mercy on him.
I'm like that guy who breaks his leg and doesn't get on the plane that crashes.
Right, yeah. All right, we're live from GDC for Patron Post.
The Good Dudes Conference.
Right.
Good
Welcome.
news.
This is it.
Sean McInnes he has a kid, and he posted something earlier, which my wife sent to me. He said, I'm at home on paternity leave, but that won't stop me from experiencing GDC this week. That's right, I'm talking about the gruesome diaper changing.
Yeah.
Haha, thank you for reading this tweet, is what he said.
That's a good one.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Ian James and PSW in the chat. What's going on? We're going to do a little update on just what we're doing here in a hot minute. I just want to get the tweet out. Page of personal life.
Yeah, sure. Oh, God.
Don't you break your ankle as well.
Jesus Christ. The whole film crew with one shoe on. Oh, man. Let me get that for you. And all the hobbles worth it.
Oh, that's a terrible
Really
tweet. That's a terrible tweet. I got to redo that tweet. That's a terrible tweet. I need what's a GDC style picture? Should I just put like a picture of San Francisco? Somebody smoking weed. San Francisco.
Rent.
Let's see what pops up.
Picture of it.
Someone pissing on a bus stop.
Yeah.
San Francisco rent. I was like, oh yeah. I thought you said rent. I was like, that's New York, man. That's a different.
So bright.
Musical
outside.
theater knowledges.
Unbelievable. That building is like a giant.
I mean, it's always sunny
gotta get
here.
this tweet out. Danny said my name, Beatles.
To live in a closet.
Good morning. Where are you folks at? Whereabouts are you based? Not you guys, sorry. Internet people.
I know where we are.
What's the most San Francisco? The Painted Ladies. What's like a funny, weird, like Bushman maybe?
Bushman?
Remember the Bushman?
No.
Just put a picture of the Tenderloin on.
I'm gonna put a picture of the Bushman.
Oh, okay.
World famous Bushman? You've never heard of world famous Bushman?
He was in Watch Dogs too, wasn't he? That's
He
what
was
I'm
in Watch
talking
Dogs too.
about. I was
He's
like,
past
this
it.
is real?
He was the guy on the marina who'd like stand behind the bush and jump out.
Oh,
Remember that guy?
I heard tell.
Pray tell of world famous Bushman.
I've read the lore, but
If you go to Wikipedia, I think world famous Bushman. Yeah, wikipedia.com/world_famous_Bushman.
he jumps out and yells, "World Star!"
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's still doing it. Years active, 1980.
He is a years active. Is he David Lee Roth?
Oh, world famous Bushman. He is the original one, the Bushman. Sadly passed away in
Oh my
2014.
God, he has a successor.
Yeah, he's
Let's cancel all.
he's
the
picked up the
interviews.
bush.
Bad guys.
he's picked up the bush.
I feel like the Kalahari Bushmen of Africa are like, this fucking guy.
Are there any good San Francisco musicals?
San Francisco.
Any musicals in San Francisco?
I don't know. You would think so.
It's a decent theater town.
Yeah. The Castro has a bunch of really good theaters, but not much of a theater, man.
Ian James is tuning in from Iowa. Jack Wheat from Boston.
Oh shit, hometown
You're
boy.
part of the world.
Ask him what part of Boston.
What part of Boston? PSW's in Kentucky.
Oh sweet, my best friend.
Kentucky. Look at that backlighting.
So dark and grainy.
I know.
Looks like you're drinking scotch.
It does, isn't it? I like to start my day. Okay, we're a video crew. We can't possibly put up with that type of backlighting situation. It's terrible. That won't work. Esteban's over there,
Hi.
sitting in a chair.
They're finally interviewing me.
Yeah.
Esteban, tell us. When you were a boy, cast your mind back.
I just love Tetris. So I made a battle royale.
Ian James went to school in Great Barrington,
Oh, okay.
Massachusetts.
Rings a bell.
That's close enough to. Where were you?
I went to Boston University for film school, but I grew up on the North Shore, like by Newburyport and Haverhill.
Newburyport.
Which is Newburyport is the town that H.P. Lovecraft based the Cthulhu mythos on. Actually, the Shadow over Innsmouth is based on Newburyport.
Innsmouth is
Innsmouth is Newburyport.
Is it full of inbred
No,
weirdos?
so he went there and everyone was so like weird and cloistered and like secular and insular.
Yeah.
They all seemed like they were hiding a secret. And so it was
That's
just that they're
funny.
like they don't like outsiders.
Yeah.
But he was like, I wonder if there is like a dark.
He was probably being all weird and HB around as well. And they're like,
he's like, I don't know why no one will talk to me. He's like
Yeah.
skulking
Yeah.
around and shit. It's like a cape. It's fucking like a top hat. He's like Dr. Jekyll. Like,
Yeah.
fucking-
I have no idea what
Bushman?
H.P. Lovecraft actually looks like, but that's what I imagine he looks like. He says, I am at my job at BU's film department right now.
Oh my god! Ask him. Do you know Jose Ponce? If Jose Ponce, who works in
Have
the
you seen this?
gear department, tell him
Ponce.
Jose I said hello. If so,
Oh my God, that's rad. Bringing the world together. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the livest, streamest. Today is our easiest day. We've only got 3 interviews.
Sick.
Yeah, and one got pushed back. Rami can't do the morning, so it's he's doing the afternoon at the end of it instead.
I think we have enough light to
so-
shoot against this window.
Oh, really? Is it that bright?
It's really, really bright.
Just pull a shade then. Yeah, just have a shade.
I wonder what it'll probably moire.
Oh, it definitely will.
Yeah, I wonder. That's fun. Did you bring that 300 yards of visual density?
Oh yeah, it's coming right now.
Okay, good. That's your Sherpa.
Let me tell you who we got up today, because you guys don't know either. Well, I think you kind of know. So Rami's now last. So Rami Ishmael is coming in to talk about GameDev.world, which is his online game dev conference he's doing at some stage in the summertime. Lisette Montgomery, or Lisette Titra Montgomery, who is the art director over at Double Fine. So she's leading art on Psychonauts 2. She's coming in to talk to us first, but that's not till 1 o'clock now, so that's like 2 hours away. We have Tarn Adams from Dwarf Fortress coming in, which came together like yesterday.
Awesome.
I didn't know they were in town. They fund Dwarf Fortress since on Patreon. I mean, it's been developed since 2002.
Yeah.
I think he said it'll be another 20 years before it's in 1.0.
Oh my God.
Like it's their like life's work, weird ASCII emergent like nonsense game. But there was Gita Jackson put up a story a couple of days ago about how they're just bringing it out on Steam now, and the reason is because it's like they need like to pay for healthcare and stuff and whatnot. So yeah, so I just reached out and was like, because I was always wanted to do something on. It never worked, and then I was like, oh, I wonder if they're around. And I messaged them, and he got back right away. I was like, oh yeah, let's fucking do it. So yeah, so we got them coming up. So
Cool.
we'll have a rad Dwarf Fortress one. Yeah, and then we've Rami after that. So it's only 3 today. We've 3 today. We've 4 Tuesday, 4 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 5 Friday.
Sick.
5 is the one with the heavy hitters as well. We got a lot of biggies.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack
I
Obama.
love the video game.
Yeah.
What do you reckon Barack Obama's favorite game is?
He's a big Dwarf Fortress guy, I think.
Yeah, he's just got like hours to spare these days. Poor
He
guy.
just needs distractions.
Yeah, he's really just trying to get through the day.
All right, man. I'm really happy with that Bushman tweet.
What was the tweet? Just...
I used world famous Bushman as the picture on the patron post
Oh, nice.
or in the tweet, which is pretty cool.
Excellent.
Ian James says, "So fucking excited to watch every single one of these." Yes, I will allow that comment. YouTube. The far.
I'll allow it.
Oh yeah, let's see if it says. Is there a list of interviews out? No, so I'm telling you, there is no list of interviews out. So you guys will know before everyone else knows. Zach's gonna look up your friend in the Boston Film Department.
He's like works in the gear department. I don't know if he still works there, but he was the guy who was like in the basement where all the gear is. Who you'd rent it from. He like loaned me a camera on the low for a project one time, and I owe him for life.
Do you use the term gear for ecstasy over here?
Loaned too.
Gear is
Gonna
good
give it
slang.
back.
It usually means like syringes and like a rubber hose.
Oh,
And so
really?
that's what if someone said gear in the context of like a
Okay.
homeless person. That's what I would.
I always thought it was.
Nice
pills
rig,
back up,
bro.
but it
Yeah,
might-
or
it
a
might have
rig.
been
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like, I think that when people say nice rig.
Jesus. Nice rig when they're talking about their vape or whatever. Yeah. Their own pipe. Barack Obama's favorite game is 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Yeah,
It's a fucking
hell
good
yeah.
game. That'll be a fun documentary.
Want that to be real.
Yeah, that'll be really-
So-
Hashtag foot update. They're all surprised you're walking around.
Oh yeah, check it out. I got one boot on. I brought two boots. I walked here in two boots, but I'm giving it a little. Yeah, it's been 2.5 weeks since I broke it.
Mm.
It's still broken. It's literally still broken. It looks horrible.
Poor guy. Black and blue.
It looks like someone shot it.
Nasty. So we have a nice chair. He's got a nice, he usually stands during the interview, so we got him this nice little chair so we can see that. That's your patron money going to. We don't even buy the chair. It was just here. We just got it. There's like you see how many of those chairs are outside?
Yeah.
There's like 60 of those chairs outside.
Jesus.
It's paid. This new Patreon office is really, really weird.
It's not even finished yet. I got scared coming in the building.
For 1 second.
Zach says he's here just down the hall, LeMayo.
LeMayo?
Laugh my ass off.
Oh, God. You pronounce LeMayo?
He's in the LeMayo department.
I thought this was a sectional. Yeah, I'm gonna put something out there.
French mayonnaise.
Yes, LeMayo.
French mayonnaise.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
LeMayo.
Jose is a really good guy.
It's amazing.
Oh God! Where do we go? Oh my God!
Adam from Astroneer is here from System Era.
Oh, cool.
He's in the chat. Shouldn't you be like,
Working.
oh shit, are you here? You're not leaving until Tuesday, but I've heard you've got bronchitis, right? I hope you're feeling better, my friend. We hung out with your friends. I saw Riley and Joe from System Era in Austin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I got to hang out with them a little bit,
Excellent.
which is super cool. Yeah, he's in on Tuesday. Adam
Yeah,
is.
one-
Adam, we come ask you to do an interview, but I think we've already interviewed you. You're probably sick of being interviewed by us, for at least for this year, maybe. Yeah, everyone shout out to Adam there. Expecting any news out of GDC? I mean, the Google thing is the big one, but I don't even know when that is. I don't even know. The keynote, I'm guessing, is today. So I guess I know there's a couple of games being announced because one of them we have them coming in to talk to us. But like no big like crazy, there's no like massive games getting announced. I don't think.
What do you think? Battle Pass for Apex Legends is happening tomorrow.
Is it really?
See ya.
How could they put a battle pass for Apex Legends out while all the developers who play Apex Legends are here? That is
We're
mean.
doing one giant LAN party.
Right, God, that'd be cool. Just make it like QuakeCon.
Yeah.
This whole place.
I can relate to that. That event I've never been to.
March
That's a doc.
19th.
I would love to do.
Oh,
a
it's
QuakeCon
tomorrow.
doc.
Okay.
That'd be really fun.
A QuakeCon doc would be rad, yeah, for sure.
That seems like a wild party.
Right? Richardson, Texas. The
And we
home
tape
of
something to the
LAN.
ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Right. Tomorrow at 9, it says the keynote is. So we won't know about Google's new console, although 10 a.m. Sorry, but it looks like it's going to be some sort of streaming thingamajig. Danny, tell me what game is being announced. I promise not to tell anyone. I don't even know the name of it, so I can't really tell.
It's Fortnite.
I know it's Fortnite too. Yeah,
It's even more flossing.
Fortnite. It's just month then, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it.
Boom. That's a
Good one.
That's my dad
Are
jokes.
you working on your Type 5?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Man.
good.
Bloodborne 2. Man, we don't need Bloodborne 2. Sekiro's out on Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I guess I'll be excited about it.
Are you not a Dark Souls guy? Oh, really?
Play that shit. I'll play it though. I was telling Danny earlier.
It's
The
I turned my
new
back
setting
on
and
you.
the new setting and like the more mobile combat.
Yeah. I heard it was like Sekiro seems like it's more accessible for people who are into
more-
Souls.
Yeah, I'm
more
looking forward to
action
seeing.
Tenchu.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I love Tenchu so bad. Oh, we should do a doc on Tenchu
I'm
Stealth
down.
Assassins. God.
My Rick Mars is sick.
I need to replay that game. That was so good. Yeah, so let me give you a little insight into who else we got coming for the rest of the week, because y'all are good people who won't tell everyone. We have Stephen Kick coming in, who's been jonesing to talk to us for a long time, and I've been interested in talking to him. He runs the, what's the name of the fucking... So he's in. They're making the System Shock. Remember they made that System Shock game that the funding they had like Night Dive Studio. That's it. Where they ran out of funds, or they were worried because they scaled it up a little bit too much. So he's coming in to talk about that whole thing. Ian James says, I have a tattoo sleeve of Soulsborne stuff. The Sekiro weight is killing me. I have a little hunter's mark right there as well. Welcome to the crew. Although it's not quite a sleeve. We have two of the guys from Genital Jousting coming in. That game, it's like a physics dick fighting game. Which they emailed, and I was like, that's sure. Like, we can make a game about.
Why not?
Like, I just imagine capturing B-roll for that's going to be. I've played it before. It's very gross. It's like very lewd. Like, I wouldn't say gross because I don't want to kink shame people.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like plugging. I guess they're also butts, so it's like you can plug into other people and like.
Is it like cartoony or is it?
Have you
like,
seen it?
No.
Oh,
I've
come
not.
here. It's not photorealistic. God, could you imagine?
Let me see.
It's between photorealistic. It's photorealistic animations with
Cartoony visuals.
You're gonna see Jeremy's like live reaction to Genital Jousting here. You're gonna watch a Genital Jousting. Let's watch a Genital Jousting trailer. The trailer's pretty fucking nuts. So they're coming in tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, the fucking butthole.
Yeah.
Medical waste.
So there's like a multiplayer aspect to it, but then they have like a single player like story thing where you like kind of like Octodad where you like wake up. It's very funny. Yeah, it's like a soccer mini game. It's like voiced over. They have like a weird voiceover thing.
Oh my
It's like
god.
Splatoon. Yeah.
It's like the most lewd Splatoon ever. Devolver has a custom cabinet for this game where
It's
it's
so
just,
good.
Oh my god.
Like 8 dildos as a controller.
Wolfie's friend made sound effects for it. Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, the sound effects are very fucking forefront in that trailer.
The Foley for that must have been real raw.
It's like it had like 10 gallons of KY jelly.
Yeah, we're gonna get demonetized for that one, but we don't monetize, so it's all good. What else do we have? We have we have one project that we're filming a bunch of interviews for that I actually don't want to talk about until we've done at least one of them. I have the guys. I have the dude who made Supermarket Shriek, it was originally like a weird game jam game where it was a supermarket streak game. That was in here. That was here as well, right?
Supermarket.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. It was one where you play it with a microphone, but I think it's just been changed now. But he's a game developer from the north of Ireland.
Oh, cool.
So when I found out, I was like, yeah, fuck, get him in. We'll do something. We'll make it.
Landsman.
It'll be a fun one. Yeah, exactly. So we've another couple of videos there, but I'll tell you what it is. Quite yet. We do have. God, I want to talk about so much of this stuff, but I also don't want to say it too early, but okay, I'll mention 3 more people. We have Jamie Chen coming in from Clay, who made Don't Starve, so that's going to be a real fun one that a lot of people have been asking for. We have Tina Sanchez from Respawn to come in and talk about Apex, because why the fuck not? Because that'll be a lot of fun. And I'm not going to mention editing from Friday because that's crazy bangers, but we do have, who else have I talk about?
Gary Gygax, creator of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons coming in, yeah.
I think he's dead,
Um,
actually.
He's dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
We've Raphael coming in, Van Leer up to talk about the Long Dark, which is a game
The name sounds
So
familiar.
your airplane crashes in like Nova Scotia, and it's like a survival game, but it's like
Yeah, I played
freezing
an early
cabins.
build of it, I think.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, or it's been in early access for a while. I guess it's out now. They just added story to it, so we're going to talk about that. And last but not least, on Friday we do. I'll mention this one. We do have the folks from Subset coming in, and people have been asking us for something on FTL or Into the Breach for the longest time. So we have those as well. So right now we're basically not saying anything about any of these because everything is super in motion. Like already our first interview has been pushed back 3 hours. Like GDC is a madhouse. So please don't say this to anyone, the ones we're talking to. We're actually talking to way bigger devs as well, but we just want to, I don't want to like say too much. At the start of every day on the streams, I'll let you know who we're interviewing that day basically. So we don't have a schedule of when ones will go up because we don't know what the focus or like the quality of the interviews will be. In fact, there's one big question mark. There's one project we're filming 4, maybe 5 interviews this week that's about one game and studio. But we're not sure. That one could be one that doesn't come out for 6 months, or it could be one that comes out next month. So once we know about that one, I'll kind of have a better idea. Yeah, the idea is in April we'll get like I don't know, 4 to 6 of these out. They're 30-minute interviews, 15 minutes either side for I guess resetting, breakdown, people being late, all that sort of shit. And then we have like some of them are more evergreen than others. Like Rami's one will have to come up before June. I mean, most of them the idea is to get most of these out in April and May. But in total there are how many interviews? 3 today, 4, 7, 4, 11, 4, 15, 5, 20. Okay, so it's 20. Is that right? 3, 7. That's 2 days. 11. Yeah, 5th. So it's 20 in total, but 4 of those are for one project. We might stick a 5th one in, maybe, for that. We'll see. I'm leaving space in the schedule just to make sure that we have some wiggle room. We have one person from the press for the first time. We're interviewing someone from the press. We have somebody coming in to talk about unionization. We have a bunch more indie games. We have 2 big, I'd say they're independent developers, but they're like well-known people in the industry for like 10, 15 years. Yeah, we have a bunch of really cool ones, kind of like that Subset Long Dark kind of thing. Yeah, and then aside from that, we've got a Half-Life doc showing on Tuesday.
That's exciting.
Secret meetings. I've got like dinner meetings and hangouts with people about future stuff.
Gary Gygax.
Yeah, can't wait.
It's coming up. We're doing a Ouija board interview.
Oh my god, inappropriate, guys. How long's he been dead?
Like a decade. Like, long enough. He's a legend.
Nice. Yeah, and then I'm trying to think what else is actually going on that like we need to do. The fucking Half-Life thing is going to be fun. I'm not going to stay this time. We're not going to stay.
It's painful to watch something you made, no matter how good it is. It doesn't matter. It's like
in the front row.
You're gonna start
their eyes are burning. You're gonna what?
You just start in ditch. You gotta appreciate the work.
Yeah,
the twists and turns.
I've watched it like 1,000 times. Yeah. I've like
it's fine. It's a good movie.
I just don't want to be there for all the scenes that I lit. I just want to like step out for the one I did in my basement mostly. It's also long. It's like an hour and 50 minutes. Yeah. So it's like the Horizon one last year was only 70 minutes, and I felt like it was forever.
It felt really long. I was lived about half of it. I was like, wow, this is so amazing. And then halfway through, I started to like get weirdly self-conscious about it. Right. Yeah. And then I just like couldn't shake that feeling.
I don't. It's the weird Sedona weed story. So I don't
That's my favorite part. It just you stop for a second. I got really high in Sedona.
Yeah, that's really funny. My mom mentioned that too. My mom watched the doc. It was the first one she mentioned. Yeah.
God, I don't know if my parents have seen it.
Oh, really?
They watch everything, but like I wonder if my wife's family watches them all as well. Yeah. Like I forget that they do. Yeah. And they're like, oh, I really like the Astroneer one, or like it was like a blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, it's really bizarre. But I don't know if they've seen that.
Yeah, my parents love the Astroneer one as well.
All right.
I mean, it's because like it's a good story even if you don't play video games.
For sure.
So I think that they were like, oh wow, we resonated with this one more than a lot of them.
Yeah, it wasn't just like I have to like pretend I care about game development.
Because my son made this.
Yeah, my dad does that. He watched like what was the one that really? I think he watched the Witness one. And was just like didn't really know what was going on, but looked really good.
You're like, so what do you think? He's like, so this guy makes video games or board games?
It was weird. Yeah, it was weird.
It's on trial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure what's happening.
Yeah, so apart from that, I think we're gonna go to Supergiant on Thursday because I've still not been there.
That's so funny. Making documentaries on them, you've never been there.
Yeah, for age. And I met
Darren
yesterday or 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
At South by Southwest. But people kept coming up to me and saying like, "Oh, I really love the Hades stuff. Like, what's it like? You know, or like
What's it like to be there?
Yeah, or like when we there last, or when." And they keep saying, "I'm like, I'm not there. Like, it's Jeremy films like all of that, and then one of the guys in the studio records a bunch of the like other bits." And I just like get it all, send all this shit, and then like put it together. But I've like never stepped foot.
I would love for you before you go to take like 30 seconds and try to
Draw
draw
a
a map of the Supergiant offices, and then we go and compare it.
We should totally do that.
Yeah.
Can we do that for behind the scenes or
Yeah, we
something?
can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We should.
Because
Totally
I'm very curious what your like mental picture is of that place. You know what I mean?
awesome.
Because you've seen every inch of it, but not in like
Right.
I've never done like a 360 pan.
Is it one floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
thought it was
like, it's
one
like
floor.
one room except.
I
for
think
the
I know.
airports.
I think you walk in and then it's the art team's right there,
Mhm.
and it's like two long desks, and then there's the dark one, and then there's that weird glass bubble in the middle.
Mhm.
That what's the other guy's name?
Gavin.
Gavin's in, and then is the meeting room with the yellow stuff on the right?
Back left.
Back left.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have thought that.
They're next to
Canteen's in the back right.
Yes.
Okay.
You pretty much nailed it.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a big rectangle.
You've ruined their feature.
Yeah.
No, I'll still do it.
Still draw it, yeah.
I'll draw it specifically. I'll still do it. Yeah.
The treasure map.
Yeah. Actually, is your camera built?
I can build it now.
Can we record a little?
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do a little behind the scenes thing, and we'll do it on the live stream as well. We'll do the whole thing. Zach says hyped for Gary Gygax's summoning.
We all are, trust me.
Would love to hear about how smaller indies handle crunch and unionization. Yeah, actually, we're not talking to anyone in the indie scene about crunch. I think that might be a good question for Rami maybe later on today. We have one about unionization with somebody from Game Workers Unite. So we're going to dive straight into that there. I mean, we did the podcast already, but like we need to really sort of do a proper big feature on it. Yeah, there's a couple of studios actually that we could probably. That's not a bad idea actually, because then we could dovetail it with the interview at Game Workers Unite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea. Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
heads up. I'll have to put Matthew Glenn in the thanks if we do that video. Let me make note of that. It's all happening. God, why do people keep sending me fucking? Yeah, the amount of emails I'm getting from like the weirdest. I have a GDC email here from like the Swiss games development, whatever, and it's basically RE beer and chocolate and games at GDC. Like they're having a chocolate
They're
party.
very on brand, at least.
They're very on brand. That's something else. Let me see what else we're going to be in the next ep. Talking to devs about crossplay. Actually not. Let me. We've one or two of the Sony people actually. Or people developing for Sony specifically. So let me maybe throw that one in there. A lot of press about the big developers having how smaller ones tackle it would be illuminating. Yeah, it came up a little bit in the Astroneer one where we talked to. I mean, you can ask Adam. He's hanging out right now about the culture of kind of keeping that mental health and making sure people log off. And he said he went for his walk every day at 4 o'clock, which I started doing myself in Maryland. From my experience and everyone I know in indie, we try as best as we can, but really can't sometimes because of limited resources. I mean, I feel the same way about artwork. I mean, it's not the same thing because the projects are much smaller, but like when you're getting down to crunch, you're getting down to the end of it, you're like just working hours and hours and hours because it's just kind of easier to get it done while your brain's on it and then to just go, and get the fuck away from it or something.
Also, I think that like any creative output is sort of back heavy. Like I think that like 90% of the work takes 10% of the time and 10% takes 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And it's always the last 10% that takes the 90. So you're like, oh shit, I got 5 days to do this, and you spend 4 days doing like 10% of the work, and then the last day you're like, oh wait a minute, like, I have so much left to do, and you don't even realize it. Yeah, it's bizarre. So like, I feel like crunch is just like an inherent property of consciousness where like we misunderstand our workload or something.
Yeah, our temporal, like our ability to like see time or how much is the Hades stuff. I've started to be way less like when I'm picking out the selects and stuff, just being way less anal about it, and it like halved my time pulling selects. Because I'm just like, okay, this works, and I get enough of it that it cobbles together, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then what usually happens is I edit that out, and it like feels good, and then I go, oh, like I have like the mental capacity to go back in and have another look at everything. Yeah. And then I go through it again. I'm like, oh no, this part I need to do, and this part, like this part I don't need. But like, just I feel like if I was trying to nail getting the selects the first time through, by the time I'm like on my third day, I'm just fucking sick of it. I'm exhausted, and I'm just.
It's like the it's like the right drunk edit sober kind of thing, but take the alcohol out of the equation. It's like but the mindset of just like throw a bunch of stuff in there and like make it as good as you can in the moment, and then come back to it later with fresh eyes.
That's really good. Actually, I've never heard that term before. That's pretty good.
The right drunk edit sober. I was just about to say something. You fucking triggered something in my brain.
Jerry Jane #triggered.
It'll come to me.
If you have any questions,
come to me.
Let us know, by the way. Programming is the same. You want to keep going while you have the systems in your head. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like if I stepped away from something, I feel like it's like trying to get it up to gear again. Yeah. You know, if you turn the engine off, it's like, fuck it, I'm already here. How about a documentary about another documentary company? Very meta. Who would we do? I do Archipel, that Japanese crew. They make they make so they're based. I think they're 2 Americans. I'm not sure.
They're expats. Yeah.
They are. Yeah. They live and work in Japan as like film dudes, and they mostly have a lot of creatives, but they have a YouTube channel where they basically just interview Japanese creatives. I'd say half of it are game people, and the rest are like animators and artists. Drawers.
Like a chest of drawers.
Yeah.
It's real crazy.
My dad was a birch.
It's a squeaky interview. It's just
I just now I can just see the Beauty and the Beast now. It's the thing I can picture in my head. But they do their stuff is like very beautifully shot. The shorter videos, actually some are pretty long. But yeah, they're pretty cool.
I'd like to do the guys who did Digging in the Carts. It's a series that came out.
Red Bull, isn't it?
Yeah, Red Bull like funded it. And I don't know who the crew they hired for it was, but actually I do. His last name is Dwyer. I think
I know the guy.
No, I can't remember his name. He's like a DJ and filmmaker from Japan. He's an expat as well. But I love Digging in the Carts. It's a great doc series. It's a big inspiration.
Yeah.
Came out a long time ago, but I think they're doing another one soon.
That's rad. I was talking to Red Bull about a bunch of stuff.
Oh, really?
For a lot of last year. Yeah, inside knowledge. They'd bring that up as well as like a thing. Yeah.
Cool.
I think they'd like to.
I love that series.
I just don't have the resources to be doing much other stuff. They just put out their series as well. I had a peek at some of them before they went live. I forget what it's called again. It's like they did a bunch of indie studios, but they're very much like in the vein of all we do.
Cool.
But shorter again. And like same thing where they clearly have a big crew of people doing like lots of walking around with people and stuff like that. And it's just a different flavor. Yeah. But and I like, part of me likes it, but part of me is also like, oh, we need to do it our way to get the conversations that we get or whatever. Yeah.
I've seen some of the Red Bull stuff I've seen is like blows me away, like floors me. And some of it seems really overproduced. Where I saw one, I can't remember what the subject was, but it was something that was like pretty, like game development or like art or something very like low key. And the intro was like dubstep and like cut. It's like, this is a little too hype for like a guy at a desk.
Yeah, when it pulls back down to that, They did one on Cuphead, which was really cool because there was a lot of physicality to that one because there was lots of like sketches and like old art and stuff like that. And it kind of worked. And also like because it's like there's a husband and wife component to that team as well. So it kind of the house and the family that made sense to be shooting it there. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's right.
You should totally hang out with the Archipel guys. They're in town apparently, so I might try and make time. We did a meetup last year for all the game developer, all the film crew people, but this year I didn't organize it because they're all meeting today to test the audio, and I thought it'd be lame if I set up another meeting or it was just them. And also we're here now.
But I don't know. Maybe I should have still done it. I can't tell. We have a busy week though, so maybe I don't know. Or the Profound Waste of Time magazine, dudes. Do you know that? Profound Waste of Time? No. Gotta look that up. Tell us about it. What is it? Yeah. So we're supposed to have our first interview at noon, but it's actually not happening now until 1. But we'll probably grab lunch at Uno.
We go to the beer and chocolate and games event. I feel like that'll cover
we could
the
go to the beer and chocolate and games.
I feel like it'd be so sick if I had beer and chocolate for lunch, like as my first big meal of the day.
Especially like it'll probably be like dark. I don't know, Swiss chocolate. That's how you milk.
It's like milk
chocolate, right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure they run the gamut.
What's a Swiss beer? It's probably. I'd say it's pretty hearty.
Yeah.
Like
or like a Hefeweizen.
Oh, now I'm back on board.
Yeah.
If I could have a Hefeweizen and some milk chocolate, I'd be fucking all about it.
Blonde and some white chocolate.
That'd be amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up? You got audio on that thing?
Yeah, I'm just doing the camera.
Yeah, perfect.
Check.
Can we record? Can we record a little behind the scene thing here?
Yeah, actually, let me get it all set up.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to be a quick shot. But you ruined it.
You want to focus? I'll just make a face like this. You're sitting right on my bag.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
It's okay. All the breakable stuff is out here. Just in case. I also can do that too.
I hear you. I love the rush of the weekend game jam and the productivity you get at 3 a.m. sometimes, but I wonder how small their dev shop balances that. I don't know how sustainable it is. Man, I love how many devs are in this beautiful community with us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's see if we've got any questions on the Patreon page.
That's fun. Definitely get some B-roll of just like a punch-in extreme close-up of just me limping around with one boot on.
Yeah, let me show you the room while we're here. Just going static. So this is the Patreon offices. So they also this is the studio they gave us.
Yeah.
Which I actually can't get into now because I locked the door. So sorry about that. Oh yeah, here like behind the scenes, meet the live stream people.
How you doing? Having fun?
What's going on? Yeah, this is our little. So this is supposed to be the room we were like setting up and playing in and like putting all our shit. But we're actually going to film here because it's way better than the other one's like a audio VO booth almost.
Yeah.
It's like a big VO booth at the table.
soundproofing.
Yeah, it's got baffling all over the walls. So it's got a pretty nice view of San Francisco out there too. It's pretty good. That's why Jeremy's blasting live here so we can try and get a shot of it. Here.
Adam is having PTSD looking at all the lights.
Let me put this thing here for a second. All right, keep shooting, Esteban. All right. We got a little something for Jeremy here. We got a little something for Jeremy here.
Is this a prank? Is it like an inflatable?
It's not a
for
prank.
my foot?
It's not a prank, and some of the patrons probably already know about this.
Surprise, it's another leg.
So
Is
I
it
did.
a license plate?
Yeah, it's a license. I was going to,
Dude, if it was a vanity license plate that said Noclip, I would shit my pants.
but you'll have to pay for it.
Of course, yeah, naturally.
This is from. I was going to send it in mail, but I was really scared of sending this in the mail because I thought, why would anyone have a thing this big?
It's a novelty check for like $800.
It's not. It's not anything that you value in terms of money,
Okay.
but maybe in terms of sentiment. This is from the Noclip community.
This is the largest envelope I've ever seen. Oh my goodness. This is so fucking cute. Oh my god, dude.
Get the. Some of the messages are very nice. Some of them are kind of mean, but I left them all in there. So we put up a post to say get well soon, and it got more comments than any post we've ever had.
Oh my god.
So I had to get a really big card to fit them all on.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you to you and also to anyone out there who contributed this. This is amazing. So many of them just say break a leg. One just says get fucked.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote that is a top tier one. I don't want to encourage that kind of behavior, but holy shit.
Yeah, I showed that. And my wife was like, "Did you see this one?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't have sorry."
Oh my god, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is amazing.
It's also the only large size get well soon like card I could.
I was
find.
gonna say, I've never seen a card this large.
Yeah.
Oh my god, kick up your heels. You'll never dance again.
You're all secretly assholes.
A few slip through the filter here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to read them all now.
No, I want to read them all eventually, but this is so good.
Yeah, so thank you to everyone who did that. That was super cool. I went to print it and set it to like 50% and printed them all out, and they fit perfectly. It was like I just like got a scissors and then put them all in. I was like, great, that's
Oh my
like
God.
30 minutes.
This is so good. Thank you to everyone who contributed.
Get well soon.
This is amazing.
We want to make sure you don't hurt your foot anymore this week. So
this is great. Thank you. I'm overwhelmed.
Oh, I don't think they saw the card. Actually.
Oh yeah. Here, I need to show the inside as well. Adorable animals, less than adorable comments. Thank you to anyone who contributed this. This is amazing. I can feel my foot healing miraculously. I can walk.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. This is a miracle.
Praise Jesus.
It's
Praise
working.
Jeremy. Oh my goodness. Rad. We got some questions. That's so sweet, says PSW. Well, you all did it. And then Jeremy's got something to read for the next 90 minutes while we just fuck about in this office.
Is this War and Peace on like 2 pages?
War is what?
War
and Peace, yeah, totally. The other thing we need to show you, we probably can't go out there, is the Patreon cafeteria is ridiculous. They have like 14 types of cereal here. So I'm going to eat all of those right now. Or like in like 50 minutes or something. We're going to hang out for another quarter of an hour. Stragglers.
They're all in focus. It's great.
That's beautiful. It's great. Yeah, if you have any questions, stick them in there. Let us know. Yeah, and it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have that one thing. I think we're gonna mostly have you doing like people coming in, sitting down, and then remember those really good shots you did at Watch Up Bethesda.
Yes.
Similar type of thing, like bits and bobs like that, and then behind the scenes shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. And then the other thing we need to do is say, oh yeah, we can't talk about that yet. But
we're live streaming.
Know, right?
Hey, Danny.
I gotta send. So maybe Wednesday you'll go to the show for to film that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I emailed her today, or them. There's a bunch of them. Not that it being a woman would make it obvious what it is.
There's only one thing that could edit.
There's only one woman in the games industry. Yeah. So I think Wednesday I'll let you know, but it'll be like we talked about. It'll be just B-roll and maybe a chat with somebody, but we'll see. If it is, I'll probably go with you. Maybe,
okay.
Just to see. But they're super down to just. They were like, yeah, just come and film stuff, and we'll use it later. Yeah. I had to fill you in on that as well.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering.
Yeah. It's a lot of fucking irons in the fire.
A lot of secrets. A lot of subterfuge in the Noclip community.
I'm looking forward to this thing though. This is a lot of like. I'm like so relaxed on this one. I think I was so stressed out about South by Southwest.
Really?
But this is like, yeah, because I had to like do a talk and then do a presentation on the awards.
That's not happening.
Yeah, like I was happy with both, but it was like I was only like 2 minutes of work, but it's or an hour for the talk. But it was like, what if I say jism in front of all these people? That's my fucking career over.
The most tame thing they've heard all week.
What if I say jism cunt?
No.
See?
Yeah.
Too late now.
See?
I would hope so.
See?
Hope you catch yourself in the first part.
Yeah. After jism, I stop.
I'm sorry, I meant something else.
I meant
McDonald's worse.
So this is fun though, because this is just like kind of like feels like home a bit. It's like local. Yeah, I'm used to. Our Airbnb. Oh, I didn't tell you about the Airbnb last night.
Yeah.
Here, put the camera. You're okay with that now. Come
keep filming.
Come hang out with us. Sorry. Yeah. So I was 2 blocks from the Airbnb, and I had my phone, and it was plugged into the car, and I was stuck in traffic around Lake Merritt, which is like back to back. So I don't usually use my phone when I'm driving, but I was stuck in traffic, and I went to take a picture of the lake for my wife, just to be like, because we used to live there, and I was like, oh, look where I am, and I went to take a picture, and the phone just went like white screen.
Oh, I saw your tweets about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was 2 blocks from the Airbnb, so I couldn't find the Airbnb.
Sick.
And I couldn't turn off the phone. And there's like all these like weird things you can do to turn off the, you hold the different buttons, and none of them worked.
Right.
Plugging into a laptop, none of them worked. Like the thing was fucked. So then I had to like find a Starbucks, get the internet, find the Airbnb. Then it took me like another 40 minutes.
Steps. Like.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. And like where it said on Airbnb on the map was not where the place was. So I walked into some random guy's house whose door was open while he was like in his underpants on his laptop, and he didn't notice me, and I walked out again. Like, I think he had headphones on. I only saw like his like this part of it. Yeah, who's like across the road from where I'm staying.
Oh my
So I
god.
eventually found the place, and it's really nice, and it's safe, and it's good, and whatever. But then I couldn't find street parking around that part of Oakland.
Yeah.
So I was parked on like a fucking hill like this,
Perfect.
with like the rental car, and I was terrified, like turning in the wheels and all that shit. But it took me like 90 minutes to get in, and then I couldn't turn the phone off. So the only way I got it, I turned the flashlight on. I just left it there. And like
Is it working now?
6 hours later, yeah, it turned off, and then this morning I plugged it in and works fine. It was weird.
Technology's awesome.
The lock screen was fine. Like everything here was lock screen was fine, but the minute I'd like unlock it,
Just white.
white, yeah, and like white that you could move around and take screenshots of. And none of the apps were like I could access apps on the menu, but none of them would open.
Right.
And I could access the camera and take pictures, and then I take the picture in the bottom corner, it'd be white. It was like just really bizarre. Like it wouldn't properly crash and reset or anything.
What iPhone do you have?
7.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's all these different like tricks for the newer ones where if you hold the Konami code, if you hold down on the volume, up on the volume, and then hold the thing, that's like a 5th way of shutting off the phone or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why don't they just add like one button?
Yeah.
Just add a
tiny
Like,
button.
just,
just
like,
one.
put one of
Paperclip.
yes,
Yeah,
and they have one for the SIM card reader.
Yeah, right. That's right.
But I was like, if you just had a pinhole to shut the fucking thing, like why not? Because these things are all capacitive and weird. Like they're not like off buttons.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they're just like touch.
so they can crash. The buttons can crash.
Yeah, that happened to my original one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The power button didn't work anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah,
You're
so I
not
could
getting
never
it?
turn
Oh,
my
that's
phone
a-
off.
Oh my god.
Or on. I just said I hope it never died.
They can put it where the
No.
aux port used to be. That's a perfect spot for a little
Yeah,
fucking
right, just little hat. I had a friend who had one of those. He had a first generation N-Gauge. Do you remember the,
Oh, yeah,
the
of
side
course.
taco ones? And it
so
had,
big.
it had like 1 megabyte of space in there or something. And once he had like, because there's all these mods for them and stuff, and you can add bits. And then he added all this stuff to his phone, and then it made it so that he couldn't remove them then, and it made it so that he only had space for 1 text message at a time. So if he texted you, he'd then delete it, turn off his phone, and turn it back on again, and then he could get the reply.
Oh my god, that's not even worth it. That's not even a cell phone.
I don't know,
yeah.
that version of Mortal Kombat is really good.
Might as well get like a ham radio at that
Yeah.
point.
God, yeah, I forgot all the game. Oh, you can plug the games. I forgot.
That's
We're like
right.
on cartridges. You
Mhm.
could, yeah. Fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Good thing this is not live stream, Danny. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, jism on this one. Yeah. Yeah, the states are a little wild and loose with labor rules. They're all. I love this. All the devs are just talking about unionization and crunch in here. I may have missed it, but have you ever put up where you get your documentary music from? Many plan to use a composer. Yeah, Audio Network is most of us, and we have used a composer, but he's gotten too big for us now, so he just doesn't release his music anymore. He's working on an album.
There's so much music that's like, if I was playing shows, I would be playing them. Like, they're done enough to play live, but they're not done enough to release.
Right.
So I'm stuck in this weird.
It's a 90%, 10% thing.
Yeah,
Each
they're
one
like
will.
they're like 90% done, and I'm like, there's so many things I want to change about them. But every time I revisit them, I'm like, oh, this totally needs to be mixed from the ground up.
Right.
Because I've gotten better at mixing.
Oh,
It's
that's
just-
a nightmare. You're like a painter who's like, oh, I finished that painting, and then goes back 2 months later, and you're like, oh, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I just need to like release stuff and not care about it as much.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. So it's like, because music isn't my profession, I'm very precious about it.
Right.
So it's like,
Every track you put out is like a statement.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Plus the style of music I've been making has changed a lot, and so
Right.
like, I don't know. I just
All jazz.
it's all free jazz.
Get his K-pop days.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a little sample. Just don't record this.
Yeah. If you record it, you owe Jeremy money.
Yeah.
I have to pay him performance rights now for that one. It's
crazy.
Like, so he clicked
That'll
his
be
fingers.
$50,
It's
right?
like Simon Cowell used to play a tambourine on the back of like all of his like boy bands, so he could get performance rights and the manager.
Is it true?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He just like ting, ting, it's
That's
like,
genius.
Yeah. It's genius shithead.
Yeah, it's
I'm the
Maniacal.
chimes player for the Beatles.
Yeah.
Remember that one time?
Yeah, exactly. Did a cowbell. What's up, Mark Lamut? We're gonna log off in like 5 minutes time. So if you have any other questions, please stick them in. If you're watching this on the VOD, we did this one at 11 in the morning Pacific time. Tomorrow's interview, the first one we have is at 10:30 in the morning. So we'll probably live stream from 10, or we might do it in the afternoon in our gap. We might do it at 12:30 instead, or 1:30. Leave it with us. We'll see. We might come in a little bit earlier tomorrow, depending. But Jeff, if you have any questions, stick them in the chat. Jeremy recovered well. That's the question.
Mostly.
Yeah.
I wrote half of a screenplay that I've been working on the outline for the story for 6 months, and finally broke my foot specifically so I could write it.
Good plan.
So I'm half done. It's like a weird Lovecraftian. It's like Altered States meets H.P. Lovecraft, and I think it's really good.
Sweet.
I think it's the best thing I've written. I'm
Oh, yeah?
very excited about it.
God,
So
I can't write for shit. I can't believe it. How long? How many words is it? Or?
it's so a feature length screenplay is about a minute screen time per page.
Oh wow.
So like
Okay.
120 pages is like a typical feature length.
Right,
Like
okay.
a little under 120. So I'm about a little under half done.
Wow.
But I've got the whole story laid out. I just need to fucking write it.
That's nice.
Getting there.
Right drunk. Edit.
Yeah. Right injured, edit well.
Right on pain meds.
Or not in your case.
Yeah, no, I skipped. This is a note to all of you people out there. I skipped the pain meds, didn't take them. Fuck the opioid crisis.
Right. When I got my tooth out, I remember they gave me like 20 pills of oxycodone,
Oh, really?
and I took one and like didn't feel emotions for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember playing Sunset Overdrive because it was the most manic game I could
Feel something?
just to feel something. I was like,
Jesus.
every game I played was like so boring. So I played that and I was like, yeah, a little bit. And I get my teeth didn't hurt, but it felt I was so, and I'm terrified of pain like that.
Yeah.
But I was so, I wasn't even depressed. I was so numb that at the end I was like, I rather feel pain than this. This is like nothing.
I'm picturing you watching like live leak cartel videos and just being like, I don't know, man. I just nothing is really.
I can't
Yeah.
feel again.
Yeah, it's just nothing. I don't know.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Got any time to walk around and see any panels or stands with your busy schedule? I don't know.
I'm going to let you loose at some stage because you've never been. Oh, we have to get our badges and all that shit anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about that.
It's gonna let me loose in the town.
Fuck.
Make
Yeah.
the town red.
I might get the badges. Might get the badges today after our interview with Rami. Like 4 o'clock. That makes sense. Is there anywhere to park down near Moscone? Probably not.
I'll just stay in the car with your blinkers on. And be
Right,
like, I
yeah.
have a broken foot. What do you want me to do? I can't drive.
What are you doing here?
Abandoned. My friend left me here.
Wednesday afternoon, maybe. The GDC and IGF awards are on Wednesday night if you want to go as well. We've
Oh, cool.
got tickets, so but no pressure. You know, take your evenings off as well. So yeah, maybe then I don't know. We might see that. I love that. I like GDC. I love the talks, but I'd never have time to go to the talks, so I just watch them all on the vault. And then walking around the stage floor is like fun enough, but it's just like the mega booth, and then the alt control one, control alt. It's where it's like a bunch of like games that aren't on controllers, like they're weird ways of playing games.
Okay.
That's a fun one. And then the other hall is kind of mostly just like big studios, and they're doing like recruitment and engine pushes and stuff. So it's kind of like
Here's our white paper.
interesting. Yeah, it's kind of like they had the Psionics at a booth and they were playing our doc.
Oh, yeah, I
As like
remember that.
it's like a come work for us. And I was like, sure, like yeah, that's all right. They did ask. But
If I ever ran a video games company, I would make a recruitment video that was like the Starship Troopers
Yes.
video.
Oh my
where they're
gosh.
like, join the rebellion, and it's like they're like murdering a bunch of
Do your
bugs.
part.
Super
have you ever
glorified.
watched read reviews of it when it came out?
No, I haven't.
Like so many people did not realize it was.
Oh, I
satire.
remember
Oh,
watching
really?
it when it came out. And
Right.
Nobody in the theater got it.
It's like wasn't it Paul Verhoeven?
Yes.
So like he'd
Yeah.
done RoboCop already, but then I think people don't realize RoboCop was satire.
No.
They just think it's like a
They're like, RoboCop's cool.
Yeah.
I think RoboCop is like good enough as like a kind of serious film
Yes,
that people
yes.
are like on the fence where they're like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I don't
Yeah.
know how they
or
intended
like,
it.
the world is satire maybe, but like
Yeah.
what happens in it is just like action movie-ish. Yeah.
Starship Troopers is like a movie that, if was made seriously, would be very embarrassing.
But isn't it like intentionally hire a bunch of like teen
Yes.
idols because who are just like so
Yes.
one-dimensional?
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
it's
totally.
like
I mean,
It's
Doogie
genius, yeah.
Howser shows up in a Nazi outfit at the
oh my
end.
god, yes.
And everyone's just like, wow, that's a cool outfit. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, that's a Nazi outfit.
Yeah.
Like, don't you get what's happening?
God, yeah, that'd be a weird movie to come out today.
Yeah.
People would be like, "Oh, fucking SJW,
Yeah, I know, right?
ruining Hollywood." And you're like, "It's the fucking RoboCop, dude."
Anyway, we'll Paul Verhoeven chat here. Did you all ever see the Ubisoft recruiting videos? They had one with a foppish mocap actor that was very good. Foppish? Foppish.
What are you trying to say?
Wolfrey wants a Noclip film in Norway. Is there? I don't even know what game studios are in Norway. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I just can't think of it. Can't think of any.
Go troll hunting.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm gonna type in Norway Game Studio, and if it's a good one, then we'll say right here, right now, we'll do it. If it's not, then we're never going to Norway.
Just make that decision right now.
It's our last question for the day.
Shoot, Larry, you guys.
Video game companies I bet DICE is a studio there or something. Oh my god, there are 5. Funcom, which I'm pretty sure are not from Norway. Interloop Games. Oh, I know Interloop. What did they make? I know that name. Yeah, they made Project IGI. Project I'm going in.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Funcom is based in Norway.
Oh, right. How cool.
There you go. So they've been running for a long time, but I'm trying to think of the last big game they put out.
Is Funcom shortened Fun Company?
I hope so.
Because I can't imagine anything else that or Fun Computer, I guess.
Funcom Productions is the long name. So maybe it's Fun Company Productions.
Fun Communism.
Raven Studios, RAVN, which made, I do not know them. They made a game called Snake Ball for PlayStation Network.
Sounds dope.
Red Thread Games.
Red Thread Redemption.
Oh, they made Dreamfall chapters. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, sure. Okay. Were they the main demo? I feel like that had a big publisher. Yeah, they were. And Blink, yeah, because Deep Silver put that out. Huh. And then Turbo Tape Games, who made TV2 News: Pirate Hunt.
Sick. What? That's I can't even.
Oh, that's not a game. That's a live coverage of naval missions in the Bay of Aden.
We found our job.
Right, multi-talented group of folks.
Like war games or something. Oh, they made a game called Naval War Arctic Circle. So they're just mostly involved in naval war, I guess, and games just happened one time. They're just really.
They just set sail and
attack. All right, we got someone coming in. We better close the stream. Thanks so much for coming.
No worries.
See you later.
Oh, cool. No worries, man.
Oh yeah, DDAC. See you guys.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.